Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and I'm gonna walk you through how to create your first ad on LinkedIn. So, to get started with this, just since there's a lot of different things you can do, we're gonna start with a sponsored content ad, and kind of how to type it in, the different ways to say, walking through what this looks like when you're doing it live. So, to get started, there are a couple different options here. You can start with just by sending people to a landing page, since that's the most common in other platforms. That's where we're gonna start. But we suggest using LinkedIn lead gen forms. It really cuts down on your ad cost. Actually, we can go ahead and start with that because that might make more sense. Or if you're going to be running a video ad, you can go ahead and use get video views. It's the same thing except for you can run an ad. So I'm going to go ahead and click next. And there are a couple different types. For this one, we're just going to use an article, image, and link, just like a normal ad. We're not going to worry about the carousel or videos. So I'm going to go and click that and click next. All right, so you can see we already have some in here, but you can promote any content you've already created. But I'm going to go ahead and click Create Sponsored Content right here, and so this is where you're going to build your own ad. So I'm going to call this DM Test, and then I am going to get started. So there are a couple different options. The first thing you're going to want to do is write or add in your copy. So I went ahead and wrote something really short. You can go ahead and ignore this warning here because keeping it under 150 characters can be difficult. But for this one, for the copy, to start out, this is the introductory text, so the text, essentially the body copy, and it's going to be run towards marketing agencies because that's one of a big client of ours. So attention marketing agencies interested in a simpler, more efficient way to get clients without spending months on overcomplicated funnels. If yes, then download your free copy of Booked now. So there's a couple things to unpack here. Attention marketing agencies, we call them out immediately. They know damn well that this is for them. A lot of the feedback we've gotten from prospects is marketing confuses a lot of business owners that know they're marketing agencies, but they're specialists in one area. So simpler and more efficient and not spending months on overcomplicated funnels. The funnel marketing concept, that I know that can be overwhelming for some. So what the process that we're going to be promoting in this and then in Josh Turner's book is a simpler way of doing it, one that doesn't involve funnels necessarily. Not saying funnels are bad, don't get me wrong. They're great. We use them all the time, but the purpose of this is saying how you can get some high-end sales appointments without that. So that's what the copy is. So then we say, like, we hit some objections to say, like, this is simple, this is efficient, you're not going to have to spend time learning all this overcomplicated stuff, and then we get straight to the point. Like, if yes, then download your free copy of Booked now. So now I'm going to go ahead and paste the link in there, which I probably already should have had in there, so bear with me. So this is going to pull up an old image, but I'm going to go ahead and change an image, and I'm going to pause while I do this. All right, so I went and found the image. It just says download. We'll show an example of it here, like a preview of it soon, but download now for free. It's just an arrow. It points to the book, something super simple that I created in Canva for free. If you've never used Canva, check it out, Canva. It's great for creating really simple graphics without having to hire a designer. If you have a designer, use them, but if you don't, use Canva. So so I'm going to go ahead and change the ad headline to be something along the lines of, I'm going to delete this because it's just pulled it in from our website, free book, how to use LinkedIn to get your next agency clients. Something simple like that. So what this does is a different way of saying that this is for agencies, and you could do it. You can do it in a bunch of different ways. But what we're doing here is we're saying it's a free book, which I call that out a lot because it's it'll catch their attention. Everyone wants something for free. So if it's a white paper or a webinar or free training or really whatever you want to do, you can change that up. But so what it does is, and then the headline is basically how to use LinkedIn, because that's what we're going to talk about in there, to get your next agency client, which again references that we're going after marketing agencies. If we're going after IT, we could change this to IT client, or if we're going after real estate, we could say real estate client or whatever you want to do there. And then the description, I'm going to put this in there. This is already the description of the book, so I'm not going to change it, but just add a little bit more context. Actually, what I could do is say from WSJ best-selling author Josh Turner, because he is that. So just put some sort of additional, this is not the most important part, really. This introductory text here, the image and the ad headline are really where you make hay. So that's writing an ad. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull up a preview of Zoom. So now this is kind of what it'll look like. So attention marketing agencies interested in a simpler and more efficient way to get clients without spending months on overcomplicated funnels. If you guys download your free copy of Booked Now, has the link that will send them to the landing page. If they click this image, it will send them to the landing page. Or if they click this down here, it will also send them to the landing page or lead form or whatever you have. So it'll allow them to take the next step. So we basically have 3 areas for them to click: this link, the image, or the ad headline, or a button down here, which you can add as well. You can also see what it looks like on mobile. Right here, you can see that what it would kind of look like on mobile, and they can click pretty much anywhere in this ad, and it'll take them to the landing page. And you know, I pretty much wrote that ad on the spot. You can definitely do better. I would test over and over again different introductory text, different images, and then different ad headlines to see what works, because chances are your first iteration is not going to be your best one. You're going to get better. So good luck with everything, and let me know if you have any questions.